What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about the bluegill bite. Late summer, early fall, late summer mainly, when the water's hot, the bluegill and the bait fish are going to come back in. A great way to catch those fish are with positive buoyancy baits. So today we're going to head underwater. We're going to talk about the free rig. We're going to talk about positive buoyancy baits around shoreline cover, around docks, around vegetation, what I like to throw, why I like to throw it. We're going to check out some Crush City baits underwater. Hey, we'll see you out there. Let's go. Alright guys, this time of the year fish pull back in from out deep. You can see here under this dock you've got a ton of different species. You've got bluegill, you've got carp, you've got bass, you've got shad. All of these fish have pulled back in because the bait fish and the oxygen has moved back shallow, right? The grass is starting to grow back again from getting sprayed. Offshore is pounded by boat traffic. Literally, the water is hot, but the oxygen content up shallow is better, so they can breathe easier up shallow. They're going to find any shallow cover that they can find, and they're going to be there in mass. And when I'm talking in mass, I'm talking bait fish, bluegill, shad, the works, everything. Plus, it's ambush spots. You can see here going under these docks that it gives fish shelter. It gives them the ability to hide from predators, but it also gives them the fact to ambush prey, right? Fish are going to be where they can get something to eat. And just like bass love bluegill, bluegill a great prey fish to imitate this time of the year. Now, how the fish are set up this time of the year, the free rig works really well to present bait. So the first bait we're throwing here is the Rapala Crush City Cleanup Crawl. It's a 3.5-inch bait. And I like it because it has the profile, the side profile of a bluegill coming through those weeds. Now, it looks like a crawfish and a bluegill, but what I like about it is it sits up off the bottom. The free rig allows you to throw it through all the junk. I put a bead on mine this time of the year because it makes an extra clack. The water tends to be off a little bit. But those bass are really going to respond well to this profile. It looks like something swimming through the weeds right there. It makes that popping, clacking sound that bluegill make when they're eating stuff off the bottom. It's a really great bait to throw. Next up, we have an OSP knockoff, but nonetheless the Bronco bug. And it is a nice bait because it's a slightly bigger profile at 4 inches than the craw was, and it's got that positive buoyancy on the back. Those things stand up and kind of vibrate back and forth. And what that does is it really allows you to get a bigger profile bait in there that's still subtle on that free rig. It does an excellent job this time of the year moving through that sparse cover and vegetation, through the sand spots, through the different areas up under the docks. It's a big profile, but at the same time, it's not overpowering, and it's got that positive buoyancy, which means it stands straight up and down on the fall. It falls slowly on the free rig. Really enjoy throwing the free rig this time of the year because of that aspect. It's a great way to do it. You can throw an unweighted Texas rig. I've just had more success lately with the free rig. Now, don't ask me why, but the next bait I'm going to throw is a brown 3-inch lizard. This is a culprit lizard right here, and that 3 to 4 inch lizard this time of the year will get absolutely smoked. Don't ask me why. Fish tend to love it, and it's the brown color. It's not fancy, it's not anything. It looks like a hellbender or a lizard coming through there, and they just hate it. They will absolutely knock this bait out of the park with abandon. And it's one of those baits, it's one of those sucker shots that I talk about that really just kind of works at a specific time of year. This is the time of the year to throw the lizard. When those fish come back up shallow, it's like they rediscovered that lizards and salamanders are in the lake. They will eat them with reckless abandon, right? I've had some of the hardest, most violent strikes fishing lizards up shallow, and let me tell you, it's just a bite that you want to capitalize on whenever you can because they will wreck it. Not all the time will they hit it, but this time of the year the lizard's going to shine up shallow. This time of the year, positive buoyancy baits that'll sit up on the bottom and stand up vertically and look like a bait fish or bluegill feeding on the bottom on those invertebrates or crawdads or whatever's on the bottom right now
are going to crush, right? They're just excellent lures that mimic those things. The Crush City baits with their positive buoyancy and their bluegill colors really work well this time of the year when the water is hot. That free rig, you can go down the bank and fish that anywhere. You can fish it deep grass, you can fish it shallow, you can fish it on docks, you can fish it on structure. You can do a lot with it. It's just a great way to get bit. Now, we hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. Give us a like, subscribe, go to our links on Omnia, support us there, go to Rattleworm, support us there. Let us know what's going on in the comments so that we can help you. Hey, we're growing. We want you to be a part of this. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time.